Welcome to the Energy Upgrade podcast. Hey, I'm Vanessa, and I'm obsessed with all things health, energy, entrepreneurship, motherhood, and living my best life. I'm here to give you actionable steps in reclaiming your energy and reconnecting with your power. I'm a certified integrated health practitioner and kinesiologist. I spent the past decade with a focus on skin health and age prevention while co-founding a network of medical aesthetic clinics on the west coast of Canada. After healing myself from burnout, mold, heavy metal, and all the things, I'm back to my passion for health optimization. And I'm lucky enough to coach high-achieving women just like you in finding their energy and life force back, transforming their life so they can step into the highest version of themselves has energized me and inspired me to bring to life this podcast. Here, I'll talk about detox, lifestyle, mindset, supplements, breathwork, parasites, and everything in between. I know you're so busy, so I keep it under 30 minutes. Thank you for being here. Cozy up and let's get started.
Your time is now. Your energy is your life force. You want to be able to magnetize your wellness dreams. A liver detox is the fastest way to start healing. You can and you will.
Well, hello, my beautiful friend, and welcome back to the Energy Upgrade. This is Vanessa, and today I think if you're a mom out there, I think you'll enjoy the content today. I'm going to be sharing how I navigate this wellness lifestyle thing with kids, with a family. A question I get all the time. Maybe you've decided that this is it. Your time has come and you're going to prioritize yourself. You're going to be making some changes to your lifestyle. But then you wonder, what do I do with the rest of my family? Do I bring them on board with me? Do I do my own thing? Because I don't necessarily want to start cooking differently and prepare 4 different meals. And I get it. And I do ask myself this question all the time. And so I'm going to share today how I navigate this in my life. Now, I'm not perfect. I mess up a lot, but I do believe in transparency. I believe in not hiding anything and making wellness a family affair in our home. Not an obsession, but just, a lifestyle, an environment where we can hold space for the seeds of wellness to grow. And maybe this whole kid question is the reason that's holding you back. It might be like sometimes I'll hear, I'll do it when my kids are older. And while it can be a valid point, and sometimes we just don't have the bandwidth to wrap our heads around how the heck am I going to make this work in our busy life? It's already so chaotic. How am I going to be able to do this for everybody or just for me? And so my invitation to you is to be open. And today I'm going to share 4 tips that I always go back to that really help me to stay anchored, to stay aligned, and to remove that pressure from my own shoulders. And I believe that it starts with sharing to our kids and not hiding anything and letting them be part of it, be part of this journey, understanding why we're making some decisions. Because the truth is, when you're on a wellness train, questions will come up, whether it's from family members who don't understand why we're making some choices, or friends at school commenting on their lunches and why do you not have candies and goldfish for lunch? So I want them to feel comfortable and not make this whole wellness thing a source of stress or even trauma for them. So it's all about balance, right? Balance is really important, as well as honoring everybody's desires on this journey. Of course, we're not all chasing the same goals. A 5-year-old and me, we're not chasing the same goals, but ultimately underneath it all, We kind of are. We're just wanting more vitality, more energy. We're wanting health, vibrant health. And same thing for kids, right? We're wanting them to feel aligned, to grow, to develop like they're supposed to be and not be bogged down by whatever's happening in their gut or how that's impacting their behavior or how it's impacting their life in some ways. Because yes, even kids can feel the impact of not feeling healthy on their little bodies, whether it is sometimes it's something they can see, maybe it's a rash, it's eczema, and sometimes it's how they feel. They're feeling like these anger, this irritability, or maybe this buildup of emotions that they don't know what to do with. So I really believe in the importance of opening the space, creating the space so that they feel that they can be part of this wellness journey too. And I want to, before I dive into those 4 tips, think about this. Kids are observing. They're always observing, even when we think they aren't. And they're always listening as well. And they're very sensitive to our energy, to our frequency, and they make connections. I know that when they see that mommy is prioritizing herself, she's more patient, kind, and loving. So when I tell them I need to go meditate, you bet you they leave me alone because they know that I'll come back on the other side more patient, and I'll come back more relaxed, more calm. And of course, they want more of that. And I know that they notice that if I'm stressed and if I don't do anything about it, I'm more snappy, I'm more irritable, I'm not a fun mom. I really am not. And then they know which version of me they want. Of course, naturally, they're connecting the dots. So never underestimate that. It's like those small decisions that we make or that we don't make every day, they see it. They're observing it and they're making connections about it. And so I'm always a believer, might as well give them the right tools so that they can make connections that will serve them in the future, right? And I'm lucky to have a supporting husband on this journey, and maybe you have a supporting partner as well. And he wants to show up as the best version of himself too. So he's willing to try. He's willing to create the environment as well and hold the space. And I know that it's not the case in every family. But I think the 4 tips that I'm going to share with you today are going to be relevant no matter what. And so remember also that you don't have to do it for everyone. It's already hard enough to make changes for yourself, let alone having to feel the pressure of having to do it for all your family members. So one piece of advice here to begin is just be it. Be the change that you want to be. Embody that version of yourself. Don't hold back. Again, kids observe. They'll see it, right? Okay, let's dive into the 4 tips that I wanted to share with you today. And the first one is just feed their curiosity. Tell them what you're doing. Tell them why you're doing it. Kids are curious by nature, and we tend to forget about this. But feeding, like, they want to know. We have to stop thinking that they're not interested. They are, because they want. Just kids are so in tune with their body, much more than we are, and so they want to feel good. They're interested. If it has to do with more energy, feeling like you can play more, they want in. They want to know. And so we also have to stop thinking that they won't understand. We have to stop thinking that we always have to talk to them and in kids' words. Of course, it depends their age, but I'll speak for myself. My kids are 5 and 9, and I feel like both of them are at a place where they really understand. But to be honest, I've been living this lifestyle for years, and more so in the last couple years. And so my son was maybe 3, my daughter was 7, and so I've been sharing this with them this whole time. And it's never too early to start also. But I tell them what, if I'm detoxing, I tell them why. If I'm fasting, I don't hide it. I'll tell them why. And I always tell them what it's doing to my body, because I think it's important. Then that way, again, remember, they listen, they observe. I'm not asking them to fast. Of course not. I'm not asking them to detox, not at all. But I'm just being me and holding space for their curiosity. And so I always tell them that mommy is doing this so she can have lots and lots of energy to play with you and with your kids when you grow up. Like, I want to be this vibrant, energetic grandma. And so I better start taking care of myself now, right? So I tell them that, and that gets them excited. And it also helps them understand, like, why I don't buy candy at the grocery store, and why candy, yes, they can have it, but it's a treat. It's something they have maybe at a birthday party. It's not something we have every day, because that is not whole food nutrition. That is not helping their body. That is not feeding their body in any way. And so they understand. They actually are the ones, like at Halloween, they'll tell me, okay, I'm done now. Like, I know what this is doing to me. I can feel it. Like last year I had that at Halloween, and it was such a big mom win moment. But yeah, like, feed their curiosity, tell them why, tell them what you're doing. They want to know. Don't think that they don't want. So it starts with that. I really believe that it starts with that. Then my second tip is let them try, because they are curious. Of course, I'm not talking about the detox or the fasting here, but like, involve them in your grocery at the grocery store. Have them pick some nutritious foods. Tell them, show them, expose them. Involve them in meal prepping if you're a meal prep person. Let them try a meditation. Let them try maybe like a sauna session. I bring them in the sauna with me all the time. Let them try the red light. Let them try the deep breathing. Give them the tools. Give them exposure. Maybe give them a gratitude journal and tell them to start doing it, or do it with them even better. Because remember, our kids, all they want is to spend time with us, right? And so why not doing activities that are wellness oriented with them as well? So let them try. Again, don't think that it's not interesting to them. And that's true for your teenagers too, right? We may think, oh, all they care about is their phone, or all they care about is their friends. Well, that is a mistake. All they want is more of you. They're just, when they're teenagers, they're just a bit lost. But having them involved, giving them a try, they'll love it. Like, they're absolutely going to feel a difference, and they'll love it. They'll ask for more. Now, my third tip, when it comes to nutrition, that's a tough one. That's a really difficult one, but giving them choices. I find that works really, really well. So would you prefer this or this? Give them that feeling of empowerment through choice. Everyone wants to feel like they made a decision for themselves. Not a single human doesn't want that feeling. And kids are the same. They want to feel like they made a decision. And once that decision has been made, stick through it. Cook the same food for everybody, right? Of course, make some tweaks. So for example, I'll just throw something. Let's say we're having avocado toast at lunch. Well, I don't eat bread. Again, I tell them why. And I tell them how it makes me feel. And it's just not something that I enjoy. I'd much rather have my avocado with a salad. And so, fine, they see me eat my salad. They have their avocado toast. Everybody's happy. But try to have the same, like very similar food at the dinner table. And if you're making some tweaks for yourself, just tell them why. Again, why it matters. It's so important. And then my last and fourth tip here is trust the impact of seeing you with vitality and how contagious that can be. Again, when I said just creating the space, holding that space for the seed to grow, the power of osmosis, right? Just by you feeling great, doing all these great things, again, they'll observe, they'll see it, they'll see, wow, I really like this version of my mom. Her cup is full, she comes with lots of energy. They'll want some of it naturally. It's human nature. All humans, if there's something, if you're holding the truth and the power on something, they're going to want to know what it is, and they're going to want to be part of it. They're going to want some of it. Monkey see, monkey do, right? With kids, even more so. So basically, I guess in closing, what I want to tell you is, if you're holding yourself back right now, if you're thinking, I can't put myself first, I have to take care of my kids, I can't start these changes now, I need to wait until they're older. Well, I'd like to invite you to think differently. And hopefully all these tips that I shared are helping you to see it with a different lens. You, being the highest version of you, is going to be you're going to be a better human. You're going to be a better mommy. And they're going to love that. And they're going to want more of it. And they're wanting more of it right now. They're not wanting a tired, bloated, foggy brain, impatient version of you. No, they're wanting you in your full power. And that is creating and opening the road for them to become that. Remember, they want to mimic, they want to do exactly like us. So if we're eating McDonald's every day, or if we're settling for less every single day, they're seeing us making these decisions. And they think that this is the way we should approach life, right? Now, you do you. You take whatever resonated with you today. But me, I want to show my kids how we can live a vibrant, healthy life, how we can feel better as we age, how it doesn't matter that mommy and daddy are getting old, because we still have energy and we're feeling great and we're not going anywhere. We're going to be there with them to play, and just even having the bandwidth to play. I remember not having it at all. And now it's so fun to be able to have that energy. So hopefully that helped you. And some of those tips, again, if it resonated, just try them. Just try it. You know, that's what's great with kids, is you don't have to make a full-on announcement and say, okay, listen, mommy's going to try to take care of her health here and things are about to change. Like, you don't have to do this. You can just start slowly and try it, and, you know, modify how you grocery shop and bring new products to the table and try different things. And you just have to watch their reaction, watch how curious, how they gravitate towards you. So as always, if this episode resonated with you, if it inspired you or sparked some new ideas, feel free to share it, because I'm sure there's another mommy out there who would want to know how to navigate this whole lifestyle wellness journey with their family members. And if this was helpful at all, as always, I'm so grateful for any reviews that you can leave on Apple Podcasts, as it helps me to bring this message to more people out there needing to be reminded of their power. It's there. It's somewhere in you. It's deep down. And with this podcast, my goal is always to give you tips to help you reclaim your energy and be just so anchored in your power. So hopefully that's what you learned today. Again, I can't wait to see you next week for another episode of the Energy Upgrade. Bye for now. Hey, beautiful women. If the tips and tricks I'm sharing here on the show are getting you inspired, excited about the possibility of feeling like yourself again, maybe it's time we hop on a call. Did you know I offer free 30-minute discovery calls to anyone being curious about my health coaching approach, but most importantly, anyone feeling like their time is now? If you're feeling like you've had enough, it's time to turn things around, well, let's chat. Find the link in the show notes and let's meet. The information shared on this podcast is for information purposes only and doesn't provide any medical advice. Vanessa Grutman does not cure, diagnose, or treat disease. Please consult your physician before trying any new protocol or product.